Welcome to Red Light Methods Group Power Plate class. Go ahead and grab an exercise mat that's hanging on the wall, and then grab one set of dumbbells and head to your power plate. As long as you're cleared to jog or run, then you're medically cleared to do a power plate class. If you want to take it easy, we have stools all throughout the studio. Go ahead and grab a stool and pull it up to the power plate. And that's an option. If you just want to hang out on the stool and place your feet on the power plate, you could follow along that way, and it's going to be your most gentle option. So always listen to your body, honor your body, and we give lots of options and modifications throughout class. All right, you guys, so the power plate has 3 different levels of vibration. I encourage you to start on the relaxed setting because that is the nicest, most gentle setting. The next setting is strength, and that's an intermediate level. It has a slightly stronger vibration. And the most intense setting is the massage setting, and that one's very intense on the vibration. So it's really important that you listen to your body, you start off slow, and we gradually increase the intensity of your classes. So we want you to stay safe and to get strong in a healthy way and work within your means. All right, have an awesome class, you guys. All right, guys, welcome to Stretch Method class, one of my favorite classes. All right, you're gonna need a foam roller for this class, a mat, and a rubber band. We're gonna locate a red rubber band in our black box, and then also locate a foam roller, and you already have a mat down. So place your foam roller on the mat and locate your remote because we're going to use that in just a moment. But we want to scooch down so our whole spine and our neck and head are supported on the roller. So you might need to adjust a few times, and the feet are going to be on the power plate. Go ahead and press start. All right, guys. So to start off, we're just going to be chillaxing on the foam roller. So while we're on the foam roller, our head, neck, and whole spine is completely supported, and our feet are enjoying these micro vibrations. Take your arms out to the sides like a letter T, palms face up, and just focus on deep breathing here. You can gently pull your scapula or your shoulder blades together and feel a nice stretch or opening in the front of our pecs and shoulders. This is really great for opening the shoulders. It prevents that rounded hump that we get in our upper back caused by stiffness. So I highly recommend doing foam roller work as often as you can like this. Nice deep breathing. The roller is totally magical combined with the power plate. All right, we're going to locate our remote, press repeat, and now we're going into angel arms. So our arms go all the way overhead till the hands touch the floor, and then bend your elbows like you're making a snow angel and pull the arms in alongside your body. Inhale as the arms go over. Exhale, angel arms, slide the hands and arms, bend the elbows, and bring them in. Feels so good. It's like a massage in your mid-upper shoulders. Meanwhile, the power plate's working for us, moving lymph and improving our blood flow and circulation through the vibrations through our feet. Nice. Inhale, the arms go overhead, and then exhale, angel arms. This is a super awesome stretch method class. It's going to feel like you had a wonderful massage after. All righty. We'll just let that last one go. Locate your remote, press repeat. Nice. And now bring both arms up. Imagine a rope is coming from the ceiling down to your chest. You're going to grab the rope with one hand, pull the rope in. As you reach one hand up to grab that imaginary rope, your shoulder blade's going to separate and then squeeze down around the roller. So up, the shoulder moves away from the spine, and then squeeze the shoulder blade down. This one feels really great too. Essentially, we're just moving our scapula or our shoulder blade out and then squeezing it around the roller for a beautiful, amazing massage-like feeling. And it's also opening up our pecs. So that hump we get in our mid-upper back is caused from our pecs becoming too short and tight, which causes that rounded mid-upper back area. So the foam roller is a great way from preventing that hump in the middle upper back that people often get with time. All right, great job. We're going to press repeat again.
Nice. Place your left ankle on your right knee. And we're going to hang out here, stretching into our piriformis and glute. If you feel comfortable, you can take your left hand and press it into the left knee, pushing it away from your body, or just keep your hands both on the floor and just let that knee kind of rotate outward. Feels really great. This is a great stretch for the low back, the glutes. Nice. I love stretch method class. Use your breath. Let your shoulder blades draw down away from the ears. Roll out your ankles if that feels good. Awesome. Great job, you guys. We're almost done with this side. We're going to take our remote, switch feet. So the right ankle onto the left knee, press the repeat button. Use your hand if you'd like to push that knee outward. Or you can just keep both hands planted and let that knee kind of push outward. Use your breath. Stretching into that other glute. Really good for keeping the glutes stretched and helping to alleviate any kind of tension or that sciatic area. Nice deep breathing. Enjoying our time on the foam roller with the power plate. We're almost done with this side. You guys are doing awesome. All right, great job. We're going to lower that foot down. Locate that red rubber band. Place your left foot into the rubber band. Place the right foot on the power plate and press repeat. So using that rubber band, we're going into a big left leg hamstring stretch. Think of your heel reaching upward as your sits bone draws down, and extend that left knee as straight as possible. Awesome. Use your breath. You can use your hand if it's comfortable for you to kind of gently press on your thigh area to help that knee be extra straight so we get a really good hamstring muscle stretch here. Breathing into it, nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, good job. We're going to gracefully take that foot out of the strap, place that foot down, and take your other leg up, wrapping it into the rubber band. Place your foot back on the power plate and press the repeat button. All right, so we're reaching the heel upward as the sits bone draws down, and extend that knee as straight as possible. So our hamstring muscles originate at our sits bones and they insert between the knee and the ankle actually. So they cross both the hip joint and the knee joint. So it's super important to keep that knee nice and straight. Think of your heel reaching up and the sit bone drawing down. So make yourself comfortable here. You can extend your bottom leg straight if that feels good. Just really using that rubber band to ease into a nice big hamstring stretch here. It feels really good. Awesome. Nice stretching here on the hamstring. You guys are doing awesome. All right, guys, so go ahead and take your foot out of the rubber band, place both feet on the roller or on the power plate and press repeat. We're going into arm scissors next. So both arms go over, and then you're going to bring one arm down alongside your body and then switch. The arms will go into a nice scissoring kind of motion. This feels really great on the mid shoulders. It's like a massage between our shoulder blades. Enjoying those vibrations through our feet and the lower body, and enjoying the wonderful anti-gravity effects of the roller as we go into our lovely arm scissors here. Nice job. You can also go into some kind of any stretches that feel good here, like angel arms, whatever feels good for you. Alrighty, awesome job. So we're gonna gracefully come up off of the foam roller and then set your foam roller to the side. And we'll put our rubber band back into the box. Place your hand pad now on top of the power plate for comfort for our hands. We'll press the repeat button close to the metal hardware and take both hands on the power plate and come into an upside down letter V position. Take some deep breaths here. Let your head and neck completely relax upside down. Find that right position that feels good for you. So we're feeling a nice stretch, reaching our sit bones up as the heels reach downward. Nod your head yes as you let that neck completely relax here. You could bend the knees as well to get more of a stretch in your spine. Just move around here and find whatever stretch feels best for your body in this moment right now. Nice deep breathing. Uh-oh, there goes my hat. Wardrobe malfunction. All right, so enjoying that wonderful down dog. All right, we'll press the repeat button. And then from our downward dog, we're going to roll onto the balls of the feet and come into a plank position. Engage your abs, then lower your pelvis down to a swan-like pose. Roll through the feet, come back into your upside down letter V. Nice. Feels really good. Pivot back into a plank. Lower the hips back into that spinal extension, opposite of being in a chair. Feels so good. Roll through the feet again. Come back into your upside down letter V position. Awesome. Feels really good just moving from downward dog to plank to spinal extension. Super good for our back. All right, come to your knees. We're going to press the repeat button. Come back up into your upside down letter V. And then we're going to bend one knee in as the other heel reaches down and switch. This is called prancing in the Pilates world. But we're just reaching one heel down as the other knee bends in, coming up onto our tippy toes. Use your breath. Getting some nice big stretches throughout the calf, as well as that fascia on the bottom of our feet. Nice job, you guys. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. You can always come to your knees at any time and come into a rest position if you'd like. Awesome. All right. Woohoo. We're going to locate that remote. All right. Go ahead and press repeat. Place your left heel on the power plate. And then we're going to go from a bend to a stretch. Awesome. So we're bending our left knee forward and then extending the left leg straight, lifting the toes towards the nose, going into a dynamic hamstring stretch here. Bend and stretch. Use your breath, holding on to those handles as we bend, roll forward, and then extend the leg straight, lift up the front of the foot and stretch. This one feels really great, getting into a nice dynamic hamstring stretch. Good. As you extend the toes up, let your spine round. Then as you lower the foot, extend the spine and gently look upward. Awesome. All right, press repeat. And then we're just going to hold a static hamstring stretch here. Take your hands wherever feels comfortable. So you can take your hands onto your legs, onto the power plate platform, or hold onto the handles, whatever feels good for you. Reach your toes up towards your nose and engage your left quadricep muscle group by gently pulling up on your kneecap, and you're going to feel a bigger stretch throughout that left hamstring muscle group. Nice. Feels really good. You can rotate that leg as well internally like a pigeon-toed foot or externally to stretch the different fibers of the hamstring, whatever feels good for you. Nice deep breathing here. The power plate really enhances our stretching capabilities. It's super awesome. All right, we're going to press repeat and switch. Place the right foot on, moving into that dynamic hamstring stretch. Bend, lower the foot down, and then extend the leg straight, lift the toes, round the spine. So you can jump that back leg back to wherever feels comfortable for you. We'll all have a slightly different stance here. As we extend that leg straight, we lift up the toes. Then we bend the knee, bring the leg forward. Rounding the spine as we lift our toes, and then looking upward as we come in on that dynamic stretch. Awesome job, you guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and press repeat. Extend that leg straight, and we come into our static hamstring stretch now. Lift your toes upward. Extend that right knee straight and pull up on your kneecap, which is going to engage your quad muscles. And when the quad muscles engage, it's a force couple relationship with the hamstring. So it's going to force your hamstrings to stretch. So that's why sometimes when we're stretching, we'll activate the opposing muscle group because it allows the other muscle group to relax and stretch even more. So we have our knee straight, heels reaching forward, the sits bone reaches back. And just by thinking about that mentally, you're going to feel a much deeper stretch. Good. Use your breath. Awesome job. Our hamstrings are happy. All right, we're going to place our other leg on, our left leg on, press repeat, then come down for a runner's lunge stretch. So use your breath. So we have our left leg on. We're going to rotate towards the left side, placing the left hand on the hip if that feels good. You can take your arm anywhere that's comfortable there. Reaching the arm up, add in some arm gestures if you'd like, bringing the arm down, and then extending it back up. Whatever feels good here for you. Good. Use your breath. Extend the arm up, and then bring the arm down through that window between the arm and the body. Going into a dynamic hip flexor stretch here. We're stretching our right hip flexor, the back leg. All righty. Press repeat, keeping that leg on. We're going to drop down to the back knee if that's comfortable for you, and then come into a deeper stretch. You can even move your hands or down to the elbows to the inside of that left leg that's on the power plate. Now, as we're stretching here, we want to squeeze our right glute muscle. So the knee that's on the pad, squeeze that glute and pull in your belly button towards your spine, and you'll feel a more intense stretch in that psoas muscle. or the hip flexor on the back right leg. It's located in front of the hip area. So do any kind of movements that feel comfortable for you in this position to get a deeper stretch. This one's really great, especially if you sit in a car or a desk, which I think most of us probably do too much of. All right, guys. Great job. We'll gracefully take that leg down, come back up to standing. Place your right foot on the power plate and press the repeat button. Taking your hands down. Awesome. So we're coming into that runner's lunge position. Reach your right hand up and the right arm, and eyes are going to gaze towards your hand. Feeling a stretch now in that left hip flexor. We can lower that arm down, circle through the window of the arm and the body, and reach it up, making this a dynamic movement now. Awesome. Or take the arm wherever it feels comfortable. It can go in front or behind the other arm. Just adding in a little bit of some spinal rotation here with our hip flexor stretch. Good. Use your breath. Great job, you guys. We're going to come down to our knee. Press the repeat button. And coming into our deeper and more static hip flexor stretch. So if you'd like, you can take both arms to the inside of your right leg. You can move that right leg out to the side if that feels good. But pay attention here now to that left glute. So the knee that's on the pad behind you, you want to squeeze that left glute and pull the belly button in towards your spine. And as you do that, you're going to feel a bigger stretch in your left psoas or hip flexor muscle located at the front of the hip. We're opening up that muscle that becomes tight when we sit too much. Nice deep breathing here. Use your breath. The power plate really intensifies these stretches too. It's amazing how much more flexible we get from stretching on the power plate versus just stretching by itself. Alrighty, great job, guys. So we're going to take that leg down, press the repeat button, and then come back into a child's pose or a rest pose. So you're going to bend your knees, reach your sit bones back, and let your head just rest here if that feels comfortable. We're getting a big stretch in our lats. Good. Come into any variation of this stretch pose that feels good for you. So listen to your body and adjust as needed. Awesome. Nice deep breathing, you guys. We're almost done with our stretch class here. You guys did awesome. You're going to feel so good after this class. Awesome. All right. Good job in class today, you guys.
Now that class is over, there's spray bottles and towels. Please spray down your mat and equipment and just return your equipment back to where you got it. Have an awesome day.
Red light method has changed my life in so many ways. I have always been into natural healing, and I feel like the body can heal itself if given the right tools. And I have been looking for those tools and biohacking and everything. I'm now 40 and I have 5 kids, and I am just tired and worn out, and all of my energy has been depleted from having 5 babies. I have always loved red light therapy. I have a couple devices of my own, but here the devices are so much better. They're medical grade. Mine are good devices, but these ones are even better. They have different wavelengths of red light therapy, and on top of it, the vibration plates, which are right behind me, has been a game changer for me. I'm someone who works out 6-7 days a week. I'm constantly working out. I want to be fit. I want to be healthy, and constantly challenging myself. And I feel like since having all of these babies, I just have not been able to get my body back to where I wanted it to be. And the red light therapy has helped, but the vibration plates have really helped with draining my lymphatic system. And I've done so much more research on the drainage pathways, and lymphatic is one of my hiccups in my health journey. Standing on these vibration plates has helped me tone my muscles so much better. I've always been flexible, but I'm way more flexible, or I'm gaining that flexibility back. I just feel overall so much healthier, and it's because of the combination of combining exercise with the vibration plates and the red light therapy. All of it has just really helped me in so many ways.
Red light method has changed my life. Basically, I had mold exposure for 5 years, and I had vertigo for 9 months solid with nausea and couldn't work out. And it's the first time in my life I'd gone 9 months without working out. So I found Red Light Gym and started using the red lights. So it helped with not gaining weight during that period, with depression, giving me something to do. If you've ever tried to do a power plate with vertigo, it's a little tricky. I still tried. So if you're thinking about coming to Red Light Method, just do it.